Spring is in the air, so let's go inside and play some games. You know, there's dangerous stuff out there, allergies, etc. Welcome to MojoPlays, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the most anticipated games of April 2019. Before we begin, we publish new content all week long, so be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. For this list, we're looking at several new titles coming out in April 2019 that'll hopefully continue what's already turning out to be a solid year for gaming.
When I think about us never being together again at all, I'm afraid.
Number 8, Super Meat Boy Forever. Release date, April 2019. The original Super Meat Boy, released in 2010, is one of the most beloved yet one of the most difficult indie titles of all time, thanks to its super tight controls and precision platforming that leaves little room for error. This sequel, set for release on all 3 major consoles as well as PC through the Epic Store, looks to keep the game's notorious difficulty but with a lot of new twists. For one, stages will now dynamically reconstruct themselves to make them more or less difficult depending on how much the game is kicking your ass. If you thought Sekiro was a cakewalk, maybe this game is right up your alley.
Super Meat Boy Forever!
Number 7, Earth Defense Force, Iron Rain. Release date, April 11th, 2019.
This endless war.
The Earth Defense Force series is known for being on the campier side, playing out like the video game equivalent of a B-movie. Based on the first trailer though, this PS4 exclusive looks as if it's taking things in a slightly different direction. Don't worry, there will still be plenty of giant ants, battle mechs, and kaiju that look an awful lot like Godzilla.
An earthquake?
Hey, look! It's huge! It's a monster!
The game's tone, however, appears to be much more serious and grounded than past installments, treating the over-the-top premise with a certain level of gravitas. We're not saying it's going to be wall-to-wall with harsh realism, but as far as monstrous insect games go, Iron Rain seems more sophisticated than what we've come to expect. Number 6, Final Fantasy X/X-2 HD Remaster, on Switch and Xbox One. Release date, April 16th, 2019.
It's the only way to defeat sin. The only way. With it, we can call the final Aeon. That's the goal of the pilgrimage.
Originally released in 2001, Final Fantasy X not only remains one of the franchise's best outings, but also one of the best RPGs of all time. Its 2003 sequel, well, at least critics seem to like it upon release.
There's a connection. Everything is connected. I can feel it.
While most fans agree there's a quality gap between these two titles, it's still convenient having them both bundled together in an HD remaster package. Complete with polished graphics and a rearranged soundtrack, the collection was previously released on PlayStations 3, 4, Vita, and PC. The most recent release will see the collection finally come to Nintendo Switch and Xbox One. For those who always dreamed of playing these games on the go, the Switch version should appease anyone who decided against buying a Vita. Number 5, World War Z. Release date, April 16th, 2019.
This bridge is our best position to take them out.
The film adaptation of Max Brooks' novel hit theaters in 2013. We're not sure why it's taken almost 5 years for the movie to get a home console or PC tie-in game. Then again, GoldenEye came out 2 years after the fact, and look how that turned out. Being released on PS4, Xbox One, and PC, this over-the-shoulder third-person shooter sets itself in Israel, Moscow, and New York. The story revolves around multiple survivors with 4-player co-op.
Holy Christ. You seeing this? Goddamn Thanksgiving Day parade.
The real stars of the game, though, are the zombies, which charge at the player in large swarms of up to 500. We're not used to getting our hopes up for licensed games, but World War Z is already drawing comparison to Left 4 Dead. Number 4, Box Boy plus Box Girl. Release date, April 26th, 2019.
You must work as a team, solve puzzles, and beat those stages.
If you put Pac-Man, Mega Man, and Tetris in a blender, you'd get something along the lines of Box Boy. Making its debut on the Nintendo 3DS in 2015, the Box Boy series was praised for its inventive platforming and unique puzzles. The minimalist art style may be an acquired taste for some, but the brilliance of the game truly lies in its simplicity. Quibi, the titular box boy, is making the leap to the Switch, and this time he's receiving aid from a box girl. Move over, Miss Pac-Man, there's a new anthropomorphic shape in town. Box Boy plus Box Girl gives two players the chance to solve puzzles together. With 270 stages to navigate through, anyone who doesn't pick this game up is definitely going to be a square.
Box Boy and Box Girl will unload on Nintendo Switch April 26th.
Number 3, Dangerous Driving. Release date, April 9th, 2019. Developer Criterion Games is best known for giving us the Burnout series, and also helming a few Need for Speed titles. In 2014, Criterion co-founders Alex Ward and Fiona Sperry exited to start a new company. Along with Paul Ross, they formed Three Fields Entertainment, which has strived to produce games where the player can do the most damage imaginable.
We've already talked about the fun of high-speed driving and sliding around corners, the fun of weaving in and out of traffic, but the other key ingredient is the fun of taking down other players.
Their first 3 games, Dangerous Golf, Danger Zone, and Danger Zone 2, all took a page from the Crash mode that made Burnout stand out. Their latest title, Dangerous Driving, has been described as a spiritual successor to Burnout. Coming to PS4, Xbox One, and PC, this throwback to 80s and 90s arcade racers is all about unleashing your inner road rage. Number 2, Days Gone. Release date, April 26th, 2019. Imagine a game that's one half The Walking Dead and one half Sons of Anarchy. That sums up Days Gone in a nutshell. The story centers on Deacon St. John, an outlaw who becomes a bounty hunter following an epidemic that turned much of humankind into zombies. Sorry, freakers, as they're called here.
These grave sites are now feeding grounds for freakers, making for some deadly rides and intense horde fights.
Riding his motorcycle through a dreary open world, this lone rebel not only faces off against the undead, but vicious animals and corrupt humans as well. Along with other Sony titles like The Last of Us and Horizon Zero Dawn, this PS4 exclusive appears to be another gripping take on the post-apocalyptic genre. And considering Sony's track record of exclusives as of late, it's almost a guarantee this will be a great time.
Don't make a sound.
Number 1, Mortal Kombat 11. Release date, April 23rd, 2019.
Our paths crossed years ago, Cabal.
I'd never forget a fight.
Let's finish this countdown. 2011's Mortal Kombat breathed new life into this iconic fighting series, and Mortal Kombat 10 packed an equally powerful punch. Mortal Kombat 11 is the third game in the franchise's rebooted continuity, which honestly makes its title a little confusing, but I mean, whatever. All we care about is getting back into the ring for more gory fatalities and brutalities, as well as all new special moves like Fatal Blows and Crushing Blows. The story mode resumes shortly after Cassie Cage took down Shinnok in the previous game, with a mysterious time traveler called Kronika emerging and bringing iterations of classic fighters into the rebooted timeline. Think Mortal Kombat meets X-Men Days of Future Past. Coming to all 3 major home consoles and PC, Mortal Kombat 11 will include 25 playable fighters, gruesome graphics, and the franchise's trademark bloodshed. Check out these other great clips from MojoPlays, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.